precisely the case outside these walls, but we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Throwing right away is Winston. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is a perfect...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
First down, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Winston. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Melvin Ingram.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And room there to work it inside the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just now being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Finding room at midfield.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, up the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now, 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Here's Winston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. It's Wilson.
Down to the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things is...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing, Winston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On play action, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 37 yards.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get the squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They go play action with Wilson.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Vikings at 10-1 now on the year. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a
touchdown, Vikings! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Jameis now on first down. He gets it to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A first down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action now. Winston. Looking deep downfield. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. On the move past the 40. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. There's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Troutman right side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Wilson. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 22, Wilson. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Flush to his right, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leader. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now try and wind down some clock with Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14.
Really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run it again with Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run.